Just as the sun has decided to show its face over the mountain there, over that beautiful statue, I've awoken at 4:45 and then out of my room and down on the beach here at 5 o'clock in the morning. Not because I'm an early riser or that I practice yoga and I do a workout every single morning on the beach. No, this is the first time. I've been here a couple of days trying to get into the frequency of Danang. And the frequency is wake up early because they will blast music, thumping party music, and dance on the streets. There is no such thing as a lie-in. There's also just a million people here at 5 o'clock in the morning. The market is on the beach, it seems. All the fishing boats come in and every restaurant owner or local person is there trying to get a good price for fish. The families, kids and little ones are here swimming and running and building sandcastles. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, so you've just got to be prepared to get up and at them here in Danang.
Hello. Belum besar chưa?
The fishing boats come in and then they use these little wicker baskets, these like upside down helmets as boats. And then they bring their catch onto the beach and looks like local restaurateurs and other market stall owners are here buying it like in bulk. This is the source. So yeah, I've been in Danang a couple of days now and I've been trying to get into the frequency, like I said, because this is the exact opposite of where we've been for the last like a week, maybe two, because out in the countryside, in the central inland part of Vietnam, you don't see anybody really, just small villages and a small town here and there. But here on the coast, Danang, this is a massive city and it's a popular tourist town with everyone from foreigners and expats and obviously the local Vietnamese. And so I've gone out and tried to film a few places, but I just got overwhelmed and just decided to take a couple of days off to try and adjust to the mentalness of this place. So you'll know when you get here, this place is packed, absolutely packed. But this little fishing village, this little fishing market I should say, is actually my favorite thing I've seen so far. This is the first local experience I've had on the coast. So since we're up nice and early, down the far end of the beach, one of you guys has recommended a nice temple inside a cave called Marble Mountain. And then we're gonna go to that famous bridge up in the mountains. You know the one that's in my intro, where the giant hands are holding that bridge? That looks really nice, up in the mountains, far away from the city. Should be nice and peaceful. Hopefully that's gonna be really nice. And then we'll just keep on discovering a bit of Danang. So yeah, as you can see, Danang has a lot of sky rises, 5-star hotels. There's a Hilton, there's a Four Seasons. It's built up for tourism. And the beach is super long and quite nice. There's a failed Holiday Inn right here. Looks like it never got finished. It's quite strange to see a big company like that not complete a hotel. I wonder what happened there. Probably COVID, not quite sure. But anyway, yesterday, after a day's rest, I went out to film and I went to 3 different places. I wanted to make a video about the city and about the food and about seafood and everything, but the 3 places that I went to, I just didn't have a good feeling filming there, and the video fell apart. And I was gonna put my tail between my legs and go to Hoi An, which is half an hour away. Very beautiful place. Skip Danang and just crack on from there. But I felt bad about Cat Ba. When I got to Cat Ba, I didn't really like it and I left. And Everyone I follow on Instagram who's gone to Cat Ba recently, it looks amazing. And sometimes when I have bad energy, when I'm tired and I don't like somewhere immediately, so I think I sometimes leave too quick and I miss out on getting to know a place properly and sharing it with you. And you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And if my first day and a half in Danang was the front cover, I'd say, yeah, it's not a very good book. But we're going to deep dive into it a little bit more. We're going to go to the main touristy spots today. Just perfectly, they play through some speakers that are hidden around the tree somewhere. Just the right level of Vietnamese music, you know, like traditional flute playing with a little violin, someone singing in Vietnamese, and it's just perfect. Let's go past this statue of the Buddha and explore. This is fun. You have like a whole little marble mountain playground to yourself. Within the marble, they have these beautiful statues that they've etched in here. I can imagine how busy this place gets because they have so many sellers with like drink stands and everything, and they're just setting up for the morning. But have a look at this. There's loads of temples. Oh, and there's a big Buddha made of marble. I'm a sweaty mess. You climb through the cave and up through quite a few tight squeezes actually. It was a little bit like caving back in Phong Nha, but nowhere near as extreme. But it is very slippy because this is all made of marble. All of this rock behind me here that I'm standing on, it's all very smooth marble. So it's a bit slippy, so I wouldn't want to come up here in the wet. And if you do slip, there are 1,000 cactuses that will catch you. So yeah, Marble Mountain, 7 o'clock in the morning, nobody here. Thumbs up for Marble Mountain. I'm gonna go back to the hotel, have breakfast, chill out a little bit, and then in the distance you can see the mountains. That's where the hand holding the bridge thing is, out there up in the hills. So that should be really tranquil and nice. And but we'll go up there about lunchtime because I just want to chill out a little bit this morning after that early start and this active morning. You know when you get a bad feeling? I think I've just paid quite a lot of money to come somewhere that I think is going to be proper shite. So, you know that opening sequence that I have for most of my videos? You know that part where there's like hands holding a bridge? That's super famous, and I've seen it all over marketing material for Vietnam and Instagram. And that's here in Danang. And I've saved it on my map and I'm here now, but the reality of the situation is, this is a theme park. There are hundreds of buses, coach loads of tourists.
Hello.
That's a hard job, isn't it? Just waving at people all day. There's so many people here. Right, we're back in another cable car. This one's a lot smaller, and hopefully, hopefully not as scary as the one in Sapin. So yeah, the cable car wasn't as scary as Sapin. You didn't have such high drops. It was very long though. It took about 30 minutes to get up to the top. And unfortunately, as I got right to the summit, we came into the thick clouds. So there wasn't going to be any views up here. But to be fair, clouds or no clouds, there wasn't really going to be any views anyway, because half of Vietnam had turned up. Doing up here, this was a bad idea. I do want to say that I don't like posting videos where I'm not having a good time. I like to keep it positive and happy. But I also think that I need to show you what happens when I go to these places, otherwise it wouldn't be a true representation and give you the right idea of what it's like here. And I also need to say that it's Vietnamese school holidays, so it's packed everywhere, and Danang is a popular place, and this is the most touristy thing in Danang. So everything was working against me. What an absolute fail. I came up here at the wrong time of year, at the wrong time of day. Everything was working against me. If you want to come up here and get a better experience, come early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Don't come on a Vietnamese holiday, and don't come expecting what I had seen, which was a bridge in a beautiful mountain range with no one around. Real Instagram versus reality type stuff here.
Ok, phi vào đây. Rồi, vào lên đi. Lên đi anh, tranh thủ đi anh.
Okay, power nap. Woke up after dark. This is the most popular place, most restaurants, most atmosphere, most things going on. So let's have a look. So the first thing that you'll see is lots of lights. It's very colorful, very bright. Hotels, flashing lights in the sky, lanterns in the shape of hearts. Actually, I've just noticed that there are actual lanterns in the river too, a little bit like Loy Krathong in Thailand, the Lantern Festival. Looks like they're making blessings here. Then you have the beautiful bridge, which at first glance I thought looked like the Tyne Bridge in Newcastle with the green arches, but then it changed colour to gold, and then you follow it along and you realise it's a giant dragon. And at 9 o'clock, so in half an hour, apparently, it blows fire, so we'll stay around for that. This lighting makes everything look scary. I actually just scared a little kid there, feel bad. Right, I think we've had a touch here because found a table in a restaurant right on the balcony overlooking everything. I've ordered a salad and a glass of wine because we've got 15 minutes before the fire show. 6 minutes later, food's here. Although I ordered a salad with steak, and I have a salad with steak on the side. Right, in and out in 15 minutes. Can you believe that? That's good service. Steak salad was okay. And the Chardonnay hit the spot, baby. Oh! Whoa! It has begun. doesn't just fire fire, it shoots out water. And now everyone's gotten soaking wet on the bridge. And they look pissed. You know, I do feel bad for Danang. A lot of people love this place, but it's chemistry. It's nothing personal. You might love this place, but it just hasn't clicked with me. And, you know, what would you rather? I didn't make a video about being here for 3 days and not really getting on with it, or just no content at all. It's a digital nomad hub, and I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this video, and I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry, but I tried, but it's just not clicking. And that's almost a good metaphor to travel, isn't it? Because if you're solo traveling, or with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or in a group, not everywhere you're going to go is going to be a banger. You got to take the ups with the downs, and if you want the rainbow, you've got to put up with the rain. And do you know which philosopher said that? Dolly Parton. Yeah. And people say she's just a big pair of tits.